We're doing it live. It says I'm live. I guess we must be live. We already have people here. Eric is here, Anonymous Watch Guy, Fedora Gent, Tim checking in from Kansas City, Celine Driver, my good buddy Dane, number one troll killer on the job, wearing his new Random Rob Notice, Orange Dial Deep, very awesome watch. James Duffy chiming in, Tennessee Mike, my rich friend Todd's here. What is that? My rich friend. MRF. My rich friend. MRF, yeah. PR33 is here. Ed's here. Nate Dogg's joining in. Scott's joining in. All the new Tag, Hublot, Bulgari releases are amazing. I haven't looked at any of those because it's really not my wheelhouse. We can definitely take a look at them. Jeremy's checking in. Evan's checking in. Paul's checking in from Dallas wearing the Walden watch. Chloe's here. Stuart's here checking in. Michael checking in. People are rolling in. Matt is here. Thanks for joining. Floridian checking in from Naples. I wasn't invited, man. Naples is our hangout spot, brother. Reg is here. Kevin's here. Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate it. My good friend Greg's checking in. I know winter has returned to the Northeast for sure. Celine Driver says, let's see if everybody behaves tonight. I think everybody will. Scott says, let's see. Random Rob, you should really look at the new Tag Chrono. It's maybe the best green chrono I have seen. Well, I don't know if it's in this batch, but Saltzman's did send me some stuff. I know a lot of people got their Notice watches. I got a Notice watch today, too. My buddy Chris, YZ80 is here. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Yeah. Floridian, I hope you do go there, and I hope you do tell Tyler and the crew and Nick and everybody there, let them know that I said hi for sure. Beach Life chiming in and said, this is Martin in Long Beach, California, currently wearing my Fair and Sweat Vice 2.0, the bubblegum. Very cool watch. I should have mine soon. That's awesome watch. Jeremy said, Rob, I just picked up my first G-Shock Square GW 5000U combi bracelet on the way. Great pickup. Good choice. Larry C is here. I sent out that watch build. If you guys watch my unboxings, the Barber watch, I sent all the components to Larry C. I'm confident that he'll put it together just the way it should be, assuming everything fits correctly, because that could be an issue. So hopefully that works out. I really appreciate Larry C checking it out. So when Larry gets it, I don't know if he'll do an unboxing or share the story or whatever like that, but I'll link his channel so you can follow the build over there and, like, subscribe, all that good stuff to Larry. Let him know that you're supporting him. And then once he gets done with the watch, he'll send it back to me, and then I'll review, take a look at the watch and share the build. So pretty excited about that. Long Island John is here. Looks like Stuart's going to get his Random Rob Notice tomorrow. Yes, the first time, Dane, 100%. The first time you end up owning a Destro, it can be awkward. It's not really challenging. It's just awkward. It's different. It's maybe inconvenient. So, but really just flip it around and just use your right hand. That's how I did it in the beginning. Now I'm like, what do you call it? Left, right hand. It doesn't matter. I can use either one. I can set them, wind them, do all that stuff. Ambidextrous. Let's see. Yes, I look forward to seeing that, Dane. Thank you for doing that and supporting me and Notice and everybody. Paul says, looking forward to see the Delma 1924 Tourbillon at the DC Times. Hope you check it out. Paul, are you going to DC District? Yes. That's awesome, Mike. That is awesome. Fuzzy's here. Thanks for joining. Let's see. YZ says it feels even more awkward to wear anything on my right wrist. I agree with that 100%. I will occasionally do that, or I've actually Schwarzkopfed a few times, but it is just awkward. It is just weird. Paul, that's awesome. I hope to see you there. And Matt, whoever else is going, I'll see you guys there at DC. I'm looking forward to that show. It should be a good time being around a lot of great people in the hobby. Oh, look at Tim. He's going to mod it. Do it, Tim. Do it. I dare you. Double dog dare you, Tim. First of all, in case you guys didn't know, Tim can build watches. He knows how to build watches. He's got actually a collection of watches that he's built. So for him to flip that, basically, wouldn't I don't think it'd be too difficult. I mean, you could reach out to Wes or Cullen, or I could ask him. I'm not sure how the dial is attached to the movement, if it's with pegs or if it's dial dots or how they do it. But probably not that difficult, and it would give you a standard, right-handed night or 3 o'clock crown. Yes, Todd says the weird thing for lefties is having a Destro crown. Yeah, because you're so used to the crown being facing upstream up your wrist on your right, that like you put a Destro on there. Now it's like now you see like why all the lefties with the standard crown are like, wow, a Destro would actually be kind of nice. It doesn't dig in. It's funny what we get used to: left wrist, right wrist, Destro, 3 o'clock, all that stuff. Carlos, any chance you'll make a random Rob notice for right-handed folks? I'm not going to with the deep. I think what I did was like it's done. That's the one. But Carlos, I know that, and I don't know if they're going to do Destro or right hand crown, but I'm fairly certain Wes and Cullen are going to make their own orange dial. There's going to be some different features to it. For one, it'll have a date. But I don't know if it's going to be left hand crown or right hand crown. I would urge you, Carlos, to probably join the Notice Facebook group. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like Notice fans or something. I don't know what it's called exactly, but maybe weigh in there. Let them know, let Wes and Cullen and the team at Notice know that you would like to see an orange dial deep with a 3 o'clock crown. Let them know, and they listen to the community for sure. Yes, I agree, Chris. It does actually make more sense. Do it, Dane. Do it. If you say you wouldn't do it, but I'm telling you, you don't know, man. You're kind of been, very influential within the Zelos community. Uh, Give it a shot. If it's just a different colorway of an existing model or a release model that's coming out, give it a shot, man. I'll buy it. I'll tell you right now, I'll buy it. Let's see. Ginger Down Under says, "Hey Rob, at our daughter's place, about 1,000 kilometers west of home, flooding rains. Creek about 100 yards away is about 1 foot below the bank." Whew, that is scary, man. I hope that all pans out for you. Paul says, "Keep an eye on Jack Mason. Good things are coming." I agree. I've been talking to them a little bit. Would like to work more with them, to be honest with you. Do you plan on, let's see. Hey, Rob, do you plan on more watch collaborations this year? There might be another one. I don't know. I don't have any hardcore definitive plans. I'm excited to just enjoy the hobby. And that's where kind of the title. There's 82 people in here. We can start to talk about this if you want. The title of this Monday live chat, I wrote, "We need to talk, ... And there's many things we need to talk about. I'm not sure how deep I'm going to get into this, but I think it's important for everybody to understand their role or their lane, whatever you want to call it, like the involvement you have within the hobby. Some people are way more passionate and way more involved, being part of my group or Bruce's group or, Facebook groups or, I'm in a bunch of stuff, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are in a bunch of stuff. And we're all very passionate about the hobby, very, heavily involved in this particular hobby versus other hobbies. Most of us probably have more than just the watch hobby. I know I do. Most of you guys do also, I'm sure. But um, yeah, it's yeah. Let me read a couple comments here. I just read that beach. No, I still have it. It's actually right here. So yeah, I'm shocked nobody bought it. It's probably one of the better looking EcoDrive Citizens I've handled. So if you're interested in it, let me know. Just send me an email. So anyway, about the We Need to Talk, I'm going to share something very personal with you guys. Everybody that's in my Discord already knows about this. So I got to try to do this without getting emotional. But all right, first of all, I'm drinking first time try Henry McKenna Bottle and Bond 10-year bourbon. So far, it's pretty delicious. Let me take a couple drinks. So, nearly 2 months ago, I lost my brother. My brother passed away. So, it's important to remember what's important. I know that's too important in one sentence, but um, yeah, the watches and the hobby and everything are a great distraction. It can be a good healthy use of your time and resources to involve yourself in the community and the hobby and learning and experiencing and enjoying. But you got to remember, they're just watches. So over the last couple of years, I've definitely put much more emphasis on the people in the hobby. And not all people mesh well together. Not all personalities will work well together. And it's okay to recognize that we're not all going to get along necessarily. So you want to surround yourself with the best people you can in the hobby. I think, and that's can be challenging to figure out what that looks like for you personally. You have to find the right group, the right support system, and that can be in your hobby, your friends, your loved ones, all of that. So it's just be open minded to a lot of things, I think. So I appreciate all the well wishes, guys. I really appreciate it. I do want to share with you also another little thing because a couple people mentioned it in some recent videos. Um, I did get. I'm not big into tattoos. I have a couple of tattoos, but I did get a new tattoo. It's a memorial tattoo, and you may see it occasionally. So, like, I'm just going to be upfront with you and share it with you guys right now. So, here, let me share my desk. I'll share this. Okay. So this is it. That's it. And it's unlike me to do something where people can see it, but this means a lot to me. So it was important that I placed it in a spot where I could see it. And I don't really care if other people see it because it's important for me to see it. Anyway, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to share that with you guys, but I'm glad I did. And I appreciate it. Evan says I'm covered in tattoos. Let me see. I can show you again real quick, but it's right there. So in that's a very personal thing. Like I can explain it. Like if we meet in person, I'm more than happy to explain it to you. But I'm not going to do it here or now. So a lot of thought went into it. I have a good friend that's actually out in Denver that is a professional artist that does tattoos. Uh, I really, really wanted to have him do it. You might see him in the chat. It's Joe and the Badger. He's not in the chat right now, but typically he'll comment or he'll be in the chat. He might be working or something, but the timeline, I kind of wanted to do it while it was fresh. So, um, but I'll probably work with Joe on something else later on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so you can see now on the desk screen today. I didn't do an unboxing video. In typically I would do an unboxing video because I like to share those with you. I know the unboxing videos are. Somebody said even today in a comment that it was a lazy unboxing. Freaking lazy. I have to open this box. I figure I just video it. People like watching it. That's it. Yeah, unboxing videos are lazy. But I didn't record this one, but I have to show you guys this. This is that Matt Farrer Notice collaboration, the Canyon in the orange dial. Now, I did get to look at this watch in the metal before buying it. I don't know how many are left. They only made 200 of them, and this is, I think, number 167. And the freaking orange is so good. Like, I'll probably have to size up the bracelet because I think the bracelet is really good too. I could see honeymooning with this watch. Yes, beach life, 100%. That's exactly what it captures. Looks like a sunset in a watch case, and I think that's why it's so mesmerizing to me because a West Coast, like I get really good sunsets here in northern Michigan, but there's some those California West Coast sunsets, which is where these guys are all from. This like nails it, but the legibility on it, the hand size, the movement, everything is just great. It is just it's a SoCal sunset is what it is. Yeah, 100%. I mean, they just knocked this out of the park. It is such a cool watch. I'm excited to honeymoon with it, and you know, back to just talking watches. The One of the best parts about watches, besides the hunt is incredible. I love the hunt. You guys probably love the hunt too. Sean, I agree with you. We need to press them to do, if I were going to do another notice, I would probably do something along this lines. But the problem is that there's no way I can make as good as watch as what they just made with that Canyon. So I'm happy to have that one and I don't need to make another one. But so the hunt, the watch hunt is amazing. Love doing the hunts. And as weird as it sounds, the harder the hunt, the more I'm gonna like the watch, or the hunt at least anyway. Maybe not the watch. Like I want the first gen. This is the second gen Canyon, this orange dial one. They made like a mint green one before this, the first gen, and there wasn't 200. I think there was only 100. So I'm on the hunt for one of those. If you guys know somebody that has one of those and wants to sell it, let me know. I totally want that watch. I might have to pay dearly for it, but just having the opportunity to buy one and own it is going to be worth it. So I'm excited for that hunt. I don't know if I'll be able to bag that one or not. That's the thing with some of these hunts. You might not be able to get it. That's a possibility. So it can be frustrating. See, all you guys probably low key have a watch that you're hunting, whether you like are willing to identify it or not. But Evan's looking for a Nosa Seiko at the moment. So um, the hunt is awesome. The other thing that's really cool is the honeymoon period, and I don't think a lot of us give the honeymoon period the time that we should, because we're all so manic and impulsive to the point where we buy, watch after watch after watch after watch instead of, and not everybody does this. So you guys will chime in the comments. I know sometimes people will really hunt and focus and then purchase and then have that honeymoon. And I feel like that's a probably better way to do it versus just buy frantically. And I do it, or at least it appears that I do it on the channel, even though some of that is like fantasy land. And it's only just because I have the YouTube channel for the watches. Chris says honeymoon is 72 hours, then it's back to work. No, I think if you're going to ask me to put a timeline on it, I think when you hunt a watch, now if you just randomly buy a watch, that can be a 72-hour honeymoon. I get it. But if you hunt a watch, if you're putting that level of effort into purchasing a watch, and I don't care what the price range is, I don't care if it's a $50 G-Shock or if it's a whatever, $30, $40, $50,000 watch. I don't really care what the price is. I'm going to stand by this. So I'm going to say you need to give whatever your hunt is, if it's truly a hunt, like a difficult one to achieve, whether it's financially or just availability, you need to give that thing a 1 month honeymoon. And I know that's extreme. A lot of you guys are going to be like, I can't wear the same watch for 30 days for a full month. Have you done it? If you haven't done it, I think you need to do it. And when I say honeymoon, I'm saying you wear that watch most of the time, not all the time. You might put on a different watch at night or on the weekend or whatever, but you honeymoon with that thing for 1 month. You wear that watch more than any other watch, and you do not buy any other watches for a month. I challenge all you guys to do that with the next watch that you hunt, that you actually get bag that watch. Do that. So I'm a hypocrite on it, guys. I don't do it either. I buy watches at an alarming rate. So like literally I bought that watch, I bought that Visitor Linden, and it's going to be difficult to honeymoon. I did honeymoon with that Linden, the Visitor Linden, but I didn't wear it for a month straight, but I did wear it for like a solid 2 weeks. Now this Canyon just showed up. I didn't think it would show up this soon. Yeah, I know you guys that's just a rough guideline. I know most of you guys are not going to be able to adhere to that type of thing, but just think about it. Just think about it. Try it once. At least try it once. America. I love it when he says that. Everybody did that, flippers would be stale. Nate Dogg says if everybody did that, flippers would be stale. Not really, because I think you'd have different people buying and stuff. Everybody's got different budgets too. And I had thought about sharing some of that details, but I think it's nothing really good can come of it. But I might share with you guys. I might do a standalone video and be like, the title of it might be like, how much does Random Rob spend on watches monthly or annually or something like that. So you guys might be shocked at how much I spend on watches, on both ends. Some people probably think I spend an insane amount of money, and some people think that I don't really spend any money and I get all these watches for free or something, and that's simply not the case. So I definitely spend arguably way more than I should on watches. I mean, probably somewhere around $2,000 a month ish, right in there. Watches versus boots. Okay, Nate Dogg, that's just currently my hobby. I am bourbon hunting, and I've been scoring some amazing stuff. I might even do some bourbon hunting videos if anybody's interested in that. I think that's kind of fun. I watch a lot of bourbon hunting videos, and it is kind of fun. Again, some of it's the hunt. So I'm sure someone has Cape Cod Gloss watches now out there. So I ordered just some to see. Be careful with those, Steve. Just be careful with those. That's all I can say. Test it. Steve, test those Cape Cod Cloths on something that you don't care about. Just trust me on that. Test it on something else. Sean says, I have a feeling Rob is a big spender between watches and bourbon. Um, a big spender is relative, right? And you got to also keep in mind that I'm running a YouTube channel, so like there's a balance sheet, right? So like there's money coming in, there's money going out, and all that has to be documented and recorded, and so it's always being balanced. So, oh, interesting. Paul says I'm under 5,000 a year if I can. I'm at 2,000 already this year. Well, Paul, at this pace, I'm not super good with math. I think you're going to exceed the 5K budget. I just have this weird hunch. Definitely, you're going to have a problem with that if we start hanging out at watch meetups together, because I know what happened in Chicago, and I have a sneaky suspicion that you and I might enter into something similar in DC. Oh God, the honeymoon with a bottle of bourbon. Yeah, I don't think it really crosses over to the bourbon world. I think uh, bourbons are, you're supposed to do them in a lot more moderate fashion. Very. Long Island John says he's drinking Bullet and old fashioned tonight with a live stream. That's probably about the only way I could drink Bullet. I personally have not warmed up to that bourbon, but in a old fashioned, I'd probably be fine with it. Let's see. Jeff says I support videos that are off topic. Do some bourbon vids, do some car vids, mix it up. So I was just over in Milwaukee this last weekend and I did some bourbon hunting. And I did actually score. I don't have it here. I bought one bottle of Buffalo Trace and I gave that to my son. I left it there because I already have like three. I have three of them over there. Well, you can kind of see them like right there. That's one cubby. And then this cubby down here is now getting full of bourbon. And today I picked up 2 more bottles of Eagle Rare. So I have like 4 bottles of Eagle Rare. So I'm good with those. I'll probably start giving them away as gifts. Yes. Evan, yes. The answer is yes, kind of. Okay. I am a serial flipper too. So, like, most of those, I kind of keep it like private because because I typically buy at retail and then I sell for a loss. So, that would be a tax deduction in the loss category. So, and some watches I actually give away. I've given away probably somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 in watches each year, somewhere in that range. Um, so yeah, it gets complicated, but it's all documented and recorded. So because who knows what's going to happen. Uh, thumbs up. Let's get Rob paid. I never really worry about that, and I probably should. I know I'm leaving a lot of things on the table. Like my wife is actually upstairs. I finally got her to help out a little bit with the channel. She's going through and going back to all my old videos and adding them to playlist. I don't know if that helps anybody or how that playlist thing works, but it's it should do something. I don't know, but like right now, this time of year, the Google Pay is down, in whatever. So, turkey when I used to drink. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are talking liquors. What is the other watch on your desk not to notice? That is, this guy here is, I only put this here because when I got back from my trip, this is the, is that showing up? It's the G-Shock MRG Square. I wore that. That's the only watch I took. No, it was just one day. It was just one day, one night. So that's the watch I took this last weekend. Absolutely love that watch. I haven't worn it in a while, so I knew I could just put it on and be good to go. Let's see. What is this? We'll send some mystery bourbon samples for you to test on a live chat, allocated and rare. Jason, email me. Actually working on some things like that. And I do watch a lot of bourbon channels and they do blinds. So yeah, I'm slightly interested in that. Jason hit me up, but there's some concerns with that too. So do stone dial, what does this say? Do stone dials crack easily? Never owned one. I don't know, man. They got to be incredibly thin. I mean, even on the thick side of things, maybe 2 millimeter, three tops. So I don't know. But how would it crack? You know, different altitudes, different climates, different temperatures. I don't know. And each stone's going to be reacting different. I don't know. If anybody has any experience in that, let me know. But I know there's some really good ones out there. See, do you make it to Milwaukee often? I'm in Madison. Ben, I was just over in Hartford, like Hartford, Brookfield, which is where Milwaukee Tool is. I did go to Madison last summer. I would love to get over there. Actually, I'm going to probably be back over that way in a few weeks, maybe somewhere. I got to figure that out. But Ben, you can email me. Hit me up or Instagram message me is even quicker. But yeah, maybe we can meet up. I'm actually going to make a special trip prior to Chicago and meet up with some of the Chicago watch brands and do some videos there too. PR33 says, do you think adding your face to videos would push you up? I don't know. Do you look at this face? Would it do anything? I think that's maybe for the female YouTubers. I don't know. I've always just kind of just done this about the watch. I'm not really looking for anything other than organic growth anyway. So, I could probably use somebody else's face that's better looking and do some AI voices or something. I don't know. So I'm not really worried about that, guys. I talk about it occasionally, but at the end of the day, all of this could go away and I still just go do my day job. It's not a huge deal to me. No, I have never colored hair or goatee. Weirdly enough, it seems like literally yesterday I used to like see a little white hair or something down here and I would pluck it because it was all black, like really black. And then it seems like almost immediately it switched over to white and I'm like, oh, I guess it is what it is. I mean, I could just shave it, I guess, and it would probably make me look younger, but I like having the goatee and the mustache. So, and then you can see like all the white coming in on the sides and stuff. But it just, yeah. I don't look at myself in the mirror enough to even think about that. You know what I mean? Like that's for other people to figure out. If somebody else came up to me and said something, I'd be like, that's kind of weird. And I know your comment could be construed as weird, but like, I don't take it offensive or weird or anything. It takes a lot to, grind me. So, YZ Eddie says it happens fast. Yes. Thinking about, okay, here we go. So let's go back to Josh Perkins says, thinking about a quartz piece this year, opinions on either a sword hand, Seamaster, or Aerospace Ever, thoughts or suggestion. Both those are incredible watches. But if I were to pick, I'm definitely more of a Breitling fanboy. But there's something about the Aerospace that I both love and hate. And I think it's the complexity of if you want to start to fiddle with it, it's not intuitive. It doesn't make sense to me. I know you can learn it and everything like that. So I personally, if I just wanted a good, clean quartz luxury watch and you're willing to buy used, I would go with the Seamaster. Now, I like new watches. So if I were going to buy luxury quartz new, some might not consider it luxury, but I would go probably Tag Heuer. And I know that's maybe not like one you're considering, or you could pick up an Aerospace new. But the Seamasters are just done. Here's some other options. Obviously, Grand Seiko. There's some great Grand Seiko choices out there. Another amazing option, but also not quite as normal watch looking, is the Seiko Tuna. I think that's an incredible choice. Evan says the Longines VHP, best quartz ever. I actually kind of slightly agree with that, other than I don't like the butterfly clasp, but I pretty much have been wearing everything on strap habit FKM rubbers anyway. Citizen makes some great high accuracy quartz. The Oceanus lineup is actually really cool, but if you want to go Swiss luxury quartz, then I think Breitling Endurance, the Breitling Evo Aerospace, or the tag. The tags are good too. Um, there's options out there. Or if you want to go outside the box, where to go? Get an Aries. They're kind of hard to get. They're arguably overpriced for a quartz watch. And if you'll even get it, but maybe pick one up used, or pick up I keep wanting to say Sanjin, but it's Sagan, Sagan. I don't know how to say it. Citizen Chronomaster, that's a good one. The Bulova Precisionist is a good one. There's some really good quartz options out there, but between the two you listed, if I was willing to buy a used one, or maybe you only buy used, that electric blue Seamaster with the metal bezel quartz movement is amazing. It is amazing. Also, really agree with Mitch on this one. The Tag Golf Formula One. Yeah, you don't even have to go Aqua Racer. You can go with the other one. So those are cool. Have I handled any of the Fair Aquamatic divers? I have not, but I am talking to Farah right now, and I'll probably work with them. I think there's quite a few brands I'm actually talking with right now. The issue is I'm gonna run out of time, kind of like the demand on me. I say the channel, but it's me. The demand on me right now to make videos is off the charts. I legit have I have too many watches to video, and that's a good problem to have, right? For a watch YouTube channel. But the issue is there's other things that I want to do, and I also want to like kind of breathe a little bit and slow down, like with what I talked about earlier, my brother passing and some other life changes, that it's like I need to make sure I'm taken care of too, instead of just work all the time. Like I work my day job for 40 hours and then I work, um, all the other stuff. So, let's see. Yes, that Omega electric blue dial is amazing. It's hard to find. I do know a buddy that has one, and he wears that one more than almost anything else he wears. Send overflow watches to make videos to me. I'll take all of them. VHP is risky if a battery goes totally flat. Have to send it back to factory. Did not know that. That is that's not good. That's where sometimes a good solar quartz, or even that, again, it kind of leans back to that Omega, because it literally, you just take the case back off and put a new battery in it and you're good to go. I'm trying to read some comments and slow down here a little bit. Matt says, I first learned about Circular from this channel. They've become a great brand. And hanging out with the owner in New York, I had a good time and stuff like that. He did say something to me that I kind of wanted to put him in a headlock for, but that's fine. I'll be back to New York, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh my God, Floridian says, wonder what life cycle is of our preferences. Like only wear bracelets, but go 180 to straps. So how long is it before we go back, and why? Like brands, maybe why we enjoy having options. 100%, man. Like right now, I'm kind of pushing myself to wear the straps more. So I'm gonna work with Alpha Zulu and wear some more of those again. Let's see here. Forbidden says, Rob, you must be a master of shipping by now. Any tips for lowest cost shippers that haven't failed you? I exclusively use Pirate Ship. You get discounts. So check out Pirate Ship. It's actually very intuitive to use. And I often ship to the same people over and over. So as soon as I start typing in their name, it automatically pre-fills it out. Now I verify it and make sure everything's good. But those are the best options. Now, what Pirate Ship offers is both USPS and UPS. So I don't necessarily have a preference with USPS or UPS. Quite frankly, I think USPS might be quicker right now. But it's going to depend on where you at, your region, the people that work in those areas. I pretty much only ship UPS right now. It's mostly a convenience thing for me where I drop them off. It works easier for me, and nobody's had any problems. The other thing Pirate Ship does, and I've had some people confirm it, I haven't had to use it, but when you add the insurance with Pirate Ship, the insurance is actually through Pirate Ship. If you do insurance when you use USPS or UPS directly on their own websites, they're covering their insurance. It might be through a third party, but they manage it. And in the details, in the fine print, asterisks, whatever, it clearly states that watches and other luxury goods are not covered under that insurance. Under Pirate Ship, I've had people tell me that they have had loss and they were made whole by Pirate Ship for their watch. So Pirate Ship, from what I've heard from actual people that have used it, does cover watches with their insurance, and their insurance is cheaper than the other ones. So I highly recommend Pirate Ship. Whether your preference is USPS or UPS at that point, that's up to you. But the cost, I did notice recently, the USPS and the UPS cost is nearly identical for like package size and weight. The advantage to using USPS is you can go into your post office or you can create an account online for USPS and they will drop off boxes to your house, or you can go to a facility and pick up boxes. I don't use that anymore. I buy my own boxes from Menards, which is like a big box store. And I use a 12 by 8 by 5 box. Pretty much holds most watches that I've had to ship, but there's been some exceptions. And those boxes, very good corrugated, plain brown, have been $1 basically for me to purchase plus tax. So I can cover that again. I have done a shipping video before, but maybe I'll make another. I'll try to make it very short, but I can put together a video with exactly how I ship, and then maybe people can use that as a reference to determine how they want to ship. And that goes all the way down to like even using, if you're shipping watches, bracelets, all that stuff. I want people to get these stupid baggies, put your extra links, parts, whatever, have a few different sizes of these, put your extra parts in these baggies. Just do it. It's going to be better even if you don't sell the watch, but it's the proper way to do this hobby. The other thing is this roll. I need to order another one. Clean your watches. When you ship somebody a watch, I don't care if you sold it to them or if you're loaning it to them or if it's a tour watch or whatever, clean the freaking watch. You know how many people send me dirty watches and they think they cleaned it. They took the watch, they wiped it like this, and they're like, okay, cool, it's clean. Go somewhere where there's good lighting. Put on a pair of good spectacles. Look behind all the little crevices. Guaranteed there's some arm hair in there. There's some leftover lotion or whatever DNA in there. Clean the watch, please, before you send it to someone. So just saying. Okay. That was my little rant. I got up on a, what do you call it, soapbox? You know what? You don't even need a toothbrush. Don't even do a soft toothbrush because you could potentially scratch it. You can take a microfiber or something, a non-scratching terry cloth or something like that, in some good soap or just your hands, your fingers, and go to the kitchen sink, as long as it's a waterproof watch, and just wash it. That's all you got to do. That'll take care of 99% of it, guaranteed. You don't need to use a toothbrush necessarily. Clean the wrist jam. Get the wrist jam out of there. That's disgusting. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to get a watch wrapped up in this because Random Rob told you to do it, and then they unwrap it and they're like, "Why'd you wrap it? It's disgusting." You know what I mean? Just clean it. If it's a G-Shock, probably. Dr. Bob's, if it's a G-Shock, I think I've seen some videos that yeah, but Todd, you're my rich friend. You get a pass. Don't worry about it. No, I inspect the watches and stuff like that. Most of them have been clean. I take a little bit of time. If it's a little funky or something like that, I'll clean it real quick before I send it off. I try not to ever send out a nasty looking watch. Occasionally it has happened though. Let's see. Yeah. YZ80 is good at dishwashing. Yeah, plus you'll make your wife happy. You'll be at the sink, you'll be scrubbing away, and all she can see is your back. And she thinks you're doing the dishes. You're over there just cleaning your watches as you're getting ready to sell them at a loss, and she's none the wiser. She thinks you're doing the dishes. Think about it. The bracelet is honestly probably the worst part. And I know it's a pain in the butt, but the best thing you can do is take the bracelet off the watch head. The bracelet, use the toothbrush. There's too many nooks and crannies. You can't clean it unless you have like an ultrasonic cleaner or something like that. That one, yeah, you're just gonna have to use a soft bristle toothbrush or something like that. I think they even make. I think I gave it away. I don't know if I have it anymore. There's a company that makes like a cleaning kit for watches. So, but yeah, and that gives you the ability to get where the bracelet and links go to the watch that you basically can't get to when it's on the bracelet. Yeah, selling a watch is not easy. You guys know that. So I'm assuming when you're shipping a watch, you've sold the watch. But take the time and do this. I'm telling you, because that's how you would want to get the watch too. There you go, right there. Ginger Down Under says Market Long Island Watch has a good video on cleaning watches. Go watch that. Maybe if I can find it once this video gets done loading, I'll put it in the description if I can find it. I personally haven't watched it because to me, I'm just like, I don't know, just clean the damn thing. Like I don't need someone to tell me how to clean it. Mitch Maddock with the $5 here super chat says highlight Floridian's idea, full member meetup and vendors come to us. I missed that comment, Mitch. Well, or we could just go to like DC District Time or Warren and Wound Wind Up Watch Fair. Isn't that kind of what that is? Like, or Intersect. I mean, they're kind of already doing it, and it's easier logistically for them to build the venue and then have people just come into it. So let's see. Does it hold retail? Samurai are awesome. I'm trying to read some comments. We can rent out Trump Towers. I still wanted to stay at one of the Trump properties at some point, and I almost did it in Chicago, but holy crap, they are expensive. And I've stayed at some pretty expensive hotels. I don't think I can afford to stay at the Trump Tower or one of the Trump properties. Have dealers come to us. I don't, but how would that look? Like Floridian, we'd have to talk about it. I don't know what that would look like. I mean, I already have the ability to do onesie twosie type stuff, but it's that's more logistically challenging than you think. Let's see here. You guys want to meet up in Texas? Yeah, I could probably make a Texas thing happen. I already have so much travel plans already kind of booked for 2024. And I might have to dial back some of that. Well, there's that too. Like there'd have to be some level of commitment. Todd says we would have to buy watches at a large scale. No way they'll all show up to sell 1 to 2 pieces. It just doesn't make sense. Heck, they barely do super great at some of these watch events, and it's only getting worse. People don't realize this, but like when you go to Warner Mountain Watch Fair, some of the brands that go there are going there with the intention of trying to recoup some of their cost, and it ends up turning into like they're just kind of going there for networking and stuff like that. So because they don't sell that many watches, that's a possibility, Carlos. Meeting up at an authorized dealer that I work with and basically kind of do like a trunk show. That's definitely something that would be easier, more likely to happen. We could definitely set that up. And that's in Naples. Try to read some comments here. Oh, Floridian asked if I sold the Cub. The Cub is gone. I did actually sell the Honda Super Cub. That is gone. If you figure out the watch that I bought, the trip, the shipping, I maybe broke even. I didn't really make money on that. Trifecta, yeah, I am starting to work with Trifecta now. I do have a couple. I have the Hamilton and that Seiko they sent in, so I do have those. That's in Indiana. I could drive down there. That wouldn't be that difficult. And I know a lot of people that would probably meet up there. That could potentially work. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Dwight said he just finished up a new daily. What he's referring to, Dwight and his wife build watches. So when he's saying a new daily, he's talking about he built a new watch, and he said he sent a teaser to my Instagram. I'll check it out, Dwight. Thank you. They have a great location in Naples. Yes, and I haven't watched your video yet, Travis, but I will. I did see you posted that, so I will hit that up. And I look forward to running into you again too. I'll get down to Indiana at some point. Or did we run into each other at DC District Time too, or no? We met up at Kokomo, I think. Shit, I can't remember. Maybe it was in Chicago too, I think. Didn't put studs on the Cub and drive. Nope, I did not. And I just got my email from Jason for bourbon samples. I seen it pop up on the screen. Oh, yeah, Chicago. Man, I met so many great people. Yeah, Kokomo and Chicago. That's what I thought. I can't remember everything, but I do remember running into you. I don't know that we really talked a ton in Kokomo, or maybe we did in Chicago. I can't remember which way it was, but I remember running into you at both places. So. Let's see. Von Krull says, I'm wearing one that I built myself with parts from my ST36 movement. I'm pleased as punch with it. That's pretty cool. No Harley officially done here. Wow. Okay. Can I do that? Let's share screen. Is there any, because we're getting close to the end of the into the show. Is there any watches you guys want to check out? I know there's new releases and stuff like that, but Mitch Maddox says his notice, random Rob notice comes in on Wednesday. Still a few left. There is still a few left, but we did hold some back for the DC District Time show too. Oh, thanks for the heads up. I'll reach out to those guys and see if they want me to come down. So if we go to here, yeah, there are some left, but there'll definitely be some because I asked Wes to hold some back for the DC District Time show. I want them to be there because I'm going to be there. Notice is going to be there, and I want that watch to be there. So I want people to have the opportunity to purchase one right there, right? So I'm excited for that. But if there's any other watches, Evan says Bulova. Is there a Meteorite lunar pilot? Is that what it is? Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's a limited edition. It's $1,500. It's already sold out. Okay. How many did they make? That's a good looking watch. It's a very good looking watch. Yeah, $1,500. Did you see the Marathon Islander? I haven't physically seen it, but I did see it, right? So let's go take a look at that. Let's go here. Let's go by brand. Let's go Marathon. Here it is. So it's the black resin case. I know there we go. Can I hide this? Let's remove that. Okay. So it's the black resin case, bi-directional bezel, tritium tubes. It is a date, but with a white dial and the white date wheel, I feel like it's a busier dial because there's the 12-hour Arabics and the 24-hour and the nuclear sign, the H3, the navigator, all that stuff's on there. But it's super legible. It has the nice pop of orange with the seconds hand, the black handsets. Very legible, clean. It's $400, and it's co-branded with Marathon Watch and Island Watch, which is just dang cool. Like, if I didn't already have the stainless steel navigator, I would buy this. I don't see how I can. I know I won't wear it. I don't. Uh, I want it because I love the white dial and I have like a sub collection of white dials, but I don't know. I'll think about it. They're not limited, are they? Oh, it is limited. Dang it. Maybe I will buy it. There's only 250 of them. I got to think about it because that is a really good looking watch. We'll see. Let's see. What else do we have? Thinking about picking up a Vare Field and Quartz. Any thoughts? I haven't really played around with the Vares too much. I know some people like them, some people don't. It is what it is. I've been telling myself that I don't have to buy watches just because they're cool. Too many of that. Holy crap. This is such a solid, true statement. Von Krill just said. I've been telling myself that I don't have to buy watches just because they're cool. Too many of them are cool. It's okay to window shop. It's okay to look at that Marathon like I am right now, where I'm like getting twisted in my head, where I'm thinking, I should buy it. I should do it. It's okay to look at it and be like, that's a really good looking watch. But it's okay not to buy it. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to own it. You can just appreciate that it's a good looking watch. That goes to any watch, not just this one, but any watch. And you don't have to buy it. You got to be careful. So with that, the Vare Smoky is an awesome piece. It is. I had both of them. I don't think I have one now. I think I got rid of them both. I'm selling a few pieces lately, and it's great to pass them on so they can be enjoyed. Also true. And that doesn't, what you said prior doesn't just apply to looking at new watches and purchasing them, but it can apply to when you open up your massive IKEA storage system with hundreds of watches and you slide them out and you're like, oh, my precious, but I've never worn it. Like my buddy Homer actually hit me up and he's like, hey, do you still have this watch? I'm not going to say which one it was. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, would you sell it? And I'm like, if you want it, Homer, yes, I will sell it. It wasn't for sale. I had no intention of selling it, but I can't remember the last time I've worn it. And if he's interested in trying it out and wants to wear it, I can either loan it to him, which I'm totally fine with doing, or if he wants to own it and wear it because he is rough on watches and not worry about having to scratch it with it being mine and not his, then I'll just offer him a really good price on it and he can have it. Like it's literally just sitting there. I'm not doing crap with it. It's just sitting there. Let's see. Tim says, so close to pulling the trigger on a pre-owned Zin U50, must be strong. If you haven't tried a Zin or a Zin U50, you can try it. As long as you buy it right, you can probably flip it later on too. Just call it like a rental. Dad Mods Watches wants the Zin 857. Definitely the U50. Can't take all the puppies home. Yeah, that is for sure. Yeah, they're all so cute. Oh, they're awesome. Yeah, 100%. Let's see. Fuzzy says the new Zelos black tip that Char 04 from the Random Rob Discord got is very cool. And I have let me see where it's at. This is the black tip. So I have let me switch screens again. I have and hide this. This is the black tip here, right? I have a titanium. This is titanium. Yeah, titanium full lume dial black tip. I'm gonna tour this watch. I think I want to wear it one more time. And speaking of, yeah, I think you're right, Ed. I think Homer is actually trying to be a little bit more careful. He's being more conscious of it, and he's trying to try to take care of him, especially if it's one that he knows that he'll most likely sell. You'll lose less money. It'll be easier to sell if he doesn't just completely destroy it. Dane says he just never could warm up to the black tip. Oh, did I even show you guys what I wore today? I wore the bronze Notice Avalon. Hands down, my favorite bronze watch. And I'm wearing it on a strap habit, FKM rubber camo with the green. It just ties in really good. I do want to show you guys this real quick. I know we're over. I know we're over. I think it's fine. I want to show. I'll share screen in a second, but I want to show. Oh my God. Actually, I'm going to show you guys this too. This goes back to what I said before. Like, you got to watch out, like, what's important and everything like that. I mean, look what Ginger Down Under is dealing with. Now, he's over at I think he said his daughter's place or something. But look at this intersection here. Yeah, that clearly gets deep really quick. I would not drive through that either. I would definitely seek an alternate path. And that's not, if you look off to the side over here, that's not dirt. That's like rushing water. Like, there's legit flooding going on over there, and that is sketchy as hell looking. Man, I hope everything works out for you guys. But what I wanted to show you is theme of the day. I've fallen in love with this concept that's in the Discord, and it's the theme of the day. Today was Bronze Watch Day, bronze or brass or whatever. And I love that everybody has, not everybody, but most people in the group, they have these options. So this whole week, the theme is different materialed cases. And I'm not sure I cover all the bases. So now I'm looking at that where I'm like, and then you get that like, oh shoot, I should buy a composite case. I'll probably cheat a little bit, but that's a really good looking bronze Hamilton. I love the warm tones on that. There's an Invicta. This one right here, Joe and the Badger posted up. This is a LaVenture, one of the earlier full bronze case. His watch right here, when I met up with him in Vegas a couple of years ago, and Joe will remember this conversation. That watch is why I ended up with this watch. I wanted a bronze watch so bad after seeing his LaVenture that I wanted one of the LaVentures. They're astronomically priced now. I can't afford it. But this Avalon fills that void for sure for me. It's the bronze watch that I wanted for sure. There's a Maltby Tissot, I think is what it is. There's my picture. And then a San Martin. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to, like, not really big into bronze, you don't want to spend a bunch of bronze money on a watch, then just get a San Martin. Boom. Check that box. You got a cool Steinhardt with a green bezel. The Longines bronze on this compression looking diver is freaking awesome. With the exception of, I don't know anybody that has gotten that bronze to patina. That bronze on the Longines is like so hard to patina. It does not want to change color. the glycine that Tim wore, and Tim designed this. He was the one that came up with this idea for the theme of the day. Those will warm up nice, and I think his is warming up. Look at the tones on DS Schuler 12's. Is it D Schuler or whatever 12 on the Oris, because you got the bracelet too. The warm tones on that are so good, so good. And I don't know where you live, but man, it looks like you got a tan going on. I'm jealous. I'm like super pale right now. SoCal Brian rocking a Tissot Sea Star bronze. Very warm looking on that one. So here's the lineup. If you want to follow along, if you're not in the Discord and you want to follow along this week and join us, and post up on Instagram or something, tag me. I'll probably start doing more on Instagram. Today was Bronze Brass Day. Tuesday, composite case. I have to go through my collection. I have to figure out which one I can kind of figure out what I can call a composite case. I think I have a couple of them. I don't really think they're a full composite case, kinda-ish, but it's close enough. Black case, I have some black cased watches. Stainless steel, that one's going to be easy. Plastic resin, this is where plastic resin and composite, what is the difference? Like, what is composite? Are we talking carbon case? Like, I don't know. Saturday, cases with integrated bracelets. Well, I better hold on to the one watch that Homer wants, because I think that's my only integrated case. And then Sunday, any shape case but round. Well, G-Shock squares, that one's pretty easy. So actually, I don't have it, but the composite G-Shock square would have been really cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Is there any last minute questions before I chime out? I didn't read. Yeah, so there's carbon fiber, composite. There's like, that kind of concept, I think. Heck yeah, James Duffy's going to rock that North Flag. That is such a killer watch. Loom shot, I don't really have. Can I add this back? I can add that back. Can I give it a quick blast? These flashlights are so good. I'm like, see how far away I am from the desk, and I can still charge, because it throws a spot and not a flood. It's pretty ridiculous. But I only have the one watch. The MR, I have this one. I can charge up this one. Look at that. You guys got to get these flashlights. I've been going and buying them out, and I've been giving them away. So I think I have one more I might have one more to give away. There's the loom. Excellent loom. So appreciate you guys chiming in, hanging out with me. I'm glad you didn't get to see me cry. I almost did, but I didn't. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay positive. Enjoy the journey. Wait, that's Tennessee Mike's line. I don't think he patented it, though. I'll see you guys on the next vid.